Welcome everyone. And let me know where you're watching this from. Let me know where you're watching this from. Welcome to Breakthrough with Jeff. This is the place where we live life with zero limits, zero limits, zero limits, zero limits. So really, my work and what I believe is my greatest contribution, because for me, contribution is a value, is the breakthrough process, really helping people break through to their desire, break through to what they really, really want, not what society wants them to have, but what they really, really want. I'm talking about life by your terms. Whenever I meet someone, I ask them, I'm interested, I'm curious to know, what do you really, really want out of this life? And are you getting it? And why are you not getting it? And so most of the time, what stops us are limitations, fear, uncertainties, insecurities, stories, okay, identity crisis, perspectives, patterns, beliefs, all this, you can put them together in a basket called fear. False expectations appearing real. It's just fear. We are afraid to shine. We are afraid to unleash our true potential, to shine in our true element. And so we allow fear to keep us boxed in a place where we don't want to be. We allow fear to keep us, in a limited situation, circumstance. My question is, for how long? My question is, for how long? You might have been living in a place where it's not the place you want to be. It's not deep inside. There's a voice telling you, you were born for more. You are made for more. Deep inside, there's something telling you there's more. There's more to life. There's more to this. Deep inside, there's a voice of destiny calling you to explore, to expand, to connect, to see things as they could be, not just as they are. Because if you find yourself in some circumstances, you're not just going to accept them and believe this is what you are born for. Hello, you got to really give yourself permission to be a leader. Leaders make things better than they found them. Leaders redefine limits and break ceilings so they can really create something that never existed. Leadership is a gift from God. Leadership is not position. It's not having a position. Leadership is the ability to decide, I'm going to better this situation. Question is, where are you leading from? Just type there, down there. If you're with me, you're here, you're listening to me. Where are you leading from? It could be your family front. It could be your place of work, your team. Your leadership must start from within you. It must come from within you. Leadership comes from you leading yourself. And this leadership must be value-driven. If it will come from within you, if you know me, you know I speak so much about values. And I don't hide my values, because I believe one way of being a mentor, one way of being a mentor, one way of being a leader, one way of being a coach is to really be an open book. And I tell people all the time, what drives me is a passion. There is a three-legged passion. Number one is for connection. The passion to connect with God, with my Creator, to really bring out that deep connection, the audience of one, bringing that to a place where I'm so grounded in God. I'm so grounded in who I am from a spiritual perspective. That's number one. Okay, and then it has layers, the connection. Then with self, some people connect with God, but they don't connect with themselves. Someone asked me yesterday, how do you connect with yourself? Grounding, meditation, affirmation, incantation. There's so many tools that can help you connect with yourself. See, most of our challenges are coming from our values. And you talk about someone that has low self-esteem, no confidence in themselves, is really a lack of connection with God, with self, and then with others. Give yourself permission to connect. Give yourself permission. I now give myself permission to connect with God, with self, with others. And then another source of leadership, another source of my leadership, my influence, my impact on the planet is growth and expansion. Growth is where you strategically, you consistently, persistently grow. It's not a one-day thing. It's getting into the path of growth. It's making a decision. You know, some people just come for coaching for 12 sessions. Then after that, they die. So after that, they think it's a race. It's a 100-meter dash and you finish. No. The reason all of us need a coach is they get us into that momentum of growth. But they don't, they don't just come and it's a finished job. No, they get you into the momentum of growth. You got to do the growing yourself, and you got to be consistent and continuously grow. It's not one day thing. It's not a 3 months thing. It's a continuous growth. And I always want to, because of my value for growth, I always want to have a coach. I always want to consult with, get advice. I've gotten advice from this channel into how I'm looking at the camera and how sometimes the camera is looking down. I'm growing. Okay. And I'm open to growth. When someone tells me, oh, Jeff, we can't hear you. That music you're playing at the background is too loud. It's louder than you. I'm hearing, I'm listening. Because growth is a value. But if you meet someone who doesn't value growth, these things pain them because they feel it's a personal attack. It's not. People love you. People love me. In fact, I love people that are giving me suggestions and, helping me to grow and to progress. And by the way, even though you meet people that are giving you their suggestions and opinions out of their own pain, there are people who advise you, but it's from pain and they want you to feel it. Pick what is good, leave them in their pain, leave them. They are already punished. People are already living in hell. You don't need to fight them. People are already, showing you their pain. And so when they do that, pick what helps you grow. Pick what helps you in every situation and grow. Pick that. And someone is coming and attacking you and pushing you and driving, their anger towards you. Ask yourself, how can I grow? How is this inviting me to grow? But if growth is not your value, you not ask that, you not grow from every situation. And that's how I find, depressed people, as people that value, different stuff than what we are talking about here. Okay. Because again, your value for connection can be the negative kind of connection. Like you just value to be alone and to connect with your deep pain, and you're not really connecting with your higher self, you're not connected to God. So that's why we need a conversation with someone that can give us a genuine feedback. All right. And again, I ask you, what are your 3 values? What do you value? What drives you? What is values that drive you? Because this is living in a place of 0 limits begins here. It begins by defining your values. And values dictate your decisions. Decisions decide your destiny. So values are crucial, because values, again, even before we talk about decisions, there's also values influence who you are, who you become. What you value actually influences who you become. You don't need to tell us who you are becoming and who you want to be. Some of us say, oh, this is who I want to be, but there's an inner conflict of values. What they value is not aligned to the picture they see of who they want to be. You shall know them by their fruits, but then the fruits are grounded. The roots are really values. What are your 3 main values? And if you were to choose, if you were to make a decision today that, okay, if these values bring fulfillment and joy and that sense of freedom, I'll just choose this 1 year or 6 months or 3 months and prioritize these values. Number 1, love and connection. Like really grow and connect, love yourself from that deep place, love God, express love, return to love, divorce your fears, get married to love. And then number 2, growth, grow yourself. I mean, really grow. And how do you know you're growing? It's not just a wish. It's not when people ask you, oh yeah, I'm really growing. No. We know by your rituals. What do you do every day? What are your rituals? What do you do every day? Do you wake up every day? You're running to Facebook, you're going to check who has gossiped who, and who the celebrities, who these people don't even know you. How are you growing? Okay, so do you wake up in the morning and really go into personal development and use your time for your growth, or do you use it for your insecurities? Then number 3 is contribution. What contribution are you making on the planet? Do you know your purpose? What's your purpose in life? Why are you here? For what purpose are you here? What is your mission? Find that. And by the way, at D.L.C, one of the key pillars of destiny life coaching, we call them the 4 pillars of destiny, is purpose. You got to find your big why. I mean, I don't really care how fast you are, how fast you run. Some of us are running fast, but towards the wrong direction, the opposite. Murife. Stop. Ask yourself questions of purpose. Find yourself. Because it doesn't matter how fast you're running, if you're running in the opposite direction. First of all, you need to decide direction. Where am I going? Why am I here? And some of us are achieving, we are celebrated even at our places of work, but that will only give us short-term fulfillment. If you want lasting fulfillment, you got to find your purpose. Is purpose a value for you? Let me see on the comment below. What are your values in life? What is driving you? Because these values, this is what is driving your decisions. When we see you dress the way you dress, pursue money the way you do, and even make decisions that are not aligned with your relationships, your family, make selfish decisions, is because of your values. We know your values. We can see your values. Please type them down there. What are your values? And what values must you pursue for you to be fulfilled? Thank you so much. It's always an honor to hang out with you here at Breakthrough with Jeff, where we live life with zero limits. See you again right here at Breakthrough. Goodbye.